30 seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch Entertainment here, back to another video. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Houston Texans. I'm going to be talking about one player in particular that the Houston Texans should really keep their eyes on at pick number 13, bearing any trade backs or trade ups or whatnot. And this player just so happens to be a transfer from Ohio State to Alabama prior to the 2021-22 season. And this player is wide receiver Jameson Williams. Most of y'all may know Jameson Williams is one of Bryce Young's favorite targets. The guy with insane start and stop ability and just insane speed in general. Personally, Jameson Williams is my favorite wide receiver in this class. It's either between Garrett Wilson or Jameson Williams. Both are absolutely insane at what they do, of course. Both top receivers in this upcoming draft. But Jameson Williams, he's just different. Like, everything about him is just different. He has a route running ability. He has an insane speed ability. His stop and go ability is just insane. Like, he can run almost any route perfectly. He has great speed. It was reported right when he got to Alabama prior to the season. I think he had said he ran like a 4.33 or something like that, which is borderline 4.2. And it was reported that if he never tore his ACL and if he participated in the combine and whatnot, he probably would have ran like a 4.28, I think it said, something like that. So he would have been a 4.2 receiver. And as we know, that's like the fastest of the fast. Nobody's catching that. For example, I think Cooks runs like a 4.3, 4.36 or somewhere in that range. And if Jamu was to run like a 4.28, 4.29, at least 4.3, something like that. Just imagine how fast he is. We all see how fast Cooks is. His ability to make plays like from a deep threat ability, under like in the slot or down the middle of the field or whatnot. Or of course the jet sweeps too. Jameson Williams, he has the ability to be put all over the field. He could be a mismatch almost anywhere. You can spread the field, spread the playbook, and it gives Mills another weapon. And one thing about this next coming off season and this next coming season in general, we need to see Mills given a full, fair evaluation. We need to get him weapons. We need to get him targets. He needs to be judgely fair, or fair judgely more so. And giving him a top-tier wide receiver, a wide receiver is going to be able to do it all, basically. You can put him all over the field, be a mismatch. Nobody's going to know, like, where he's going to do or what route he's going to do. All you know, he comes to the backfield and runs it out the backfield like a running back. Like, he can do so many different things. I think he had, like, a few rushes with Alabama. I'm not exactly sure. I think they put him on running back maybe a couple of times. I may be wrong on that, don't quote me. But I think I remember seeing Bama use him a couple times at running back just to, like, of course, throw off the defense. Of course, we know Bill O'Brien runs the offense over there. So, of course, it's going to be a little bit weird, a little bit different. But yeah, going back on track of Jameson Williams, I feel like he would be the perfect pick at number 13. As I said, the reasonings, he could put him all over the field. He could be a mismatch. And a lot of people have been advertising Davis Mills, his ability to throw the deep ball. It was advertised in college somewhat, a little bit. It was advertised, of course, this season. I think he had one of the best, not as a rookie, but in the NFL quarterbacks in general. He had one of the best deep balls, or one of the best throwers to the deep ball. I don't remember the exact stat. I think it was like on throws 20 yards or more, he had like a certain completion percentage or something like that. But as we all know, Davis Mills, he does indeed have somewhat of a cannon. He can air the ball out. We saw a couple times, of course, against the Chargers on the one play to Philip Dorsett on the sideline. Actually a few times against the Chargers, Davis Mills just ripped them apart with the deep ball, with the intermediate ball, the short ball, everywhere. And that was with guys like Philip Dorsett, no disrespect, but guys like Philip Dorsett, Danny Amendola, who's like, 36, 37-ish, almost like that. Philip Dorsett, of course, who was like, I think like a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 with the Patriots. And if Davis Mills is doing things like that, making those guys look like pretty damn good. There are, of course, good receivers because they're in the NFL, but if he's making them look like they're top, like 20-ish receivers, imagine what he could do with a guy like Jameson Williams, which can take the pressure off of Brandon Cooks, which can take the pressure off of Nico Collins. So Nico Collins, he's supposed to be the big body physical receiver. I think he's like 6'4" or something like that. So we have the big body there. He's already a mismatch against most corners. Most corners aren't like 6'4". I think Nico is like 6'4", 6'3"-ish. So there's not many corners that are that tall. And of course, you got Brandon Cooks, and then of course you'd have Jameson Williams. 2 speedsters, 1 big body. that's just a mismatch all over the field. So now I'm gonna talk about some stats from Jameson Williams. Since 2020, Jameson Williams leads the SEC in 20 plus yard touchdowns with 12. And a reminder, he didn't even play in the SEC until last season. Prior to that, he was in the Big Ten with Ohio State. So that's saying something. Like if you have 12 20 plus yard touchdowns, that's pretty incredible. On the season with Alabama, of course, we all know how good he was. He was, as I said earlier, he was one of Bryce Young's favorite targets. And his stats this previous season, let's see what they were. So he had, this past season, 79 receptions, 1,572 yards, 15 total touchdowns, and a 19.9 average per catch. And again, let's go back to the previous stat I just mentioned. He had 12 touchdowns with 20 or more yards. And he had 15 total touchdowns. So 12 of those 15 were touchdowns of longer than 20 yards. And as back again, going to Davis Mills' deep ball ability. Those 20-plus yard throws. Davis Mills was insane with those 20-plus yards throws. As I mentioned, I think there was a stat, something like that. So add a receiver that's a master at those 20-plus yard throws. Add them up. That's going to be a dynamic duo, assuming Davis Mills doesn't take any steps back. He only grows from here. So giving him a receiver like that, that's just only going to benefit him. That's only going to make him better. That's only going to make him calmer, more, I guess, relaxed in the Texans offense in a sense. But Jameson Williams, as I've said the whole video, he would change this whole offense. He would give us a new dynamic. He would give us a new name on offense. Teams would fear us. We would have speed everywhere. Brandon Cooks, Jameson Williams, Nico Collins. For how big he is, he has some pretty solid speed. He has the ability to be a vertical threat, be a deep threat, whatnot. Of course, as we know, he can also be the physical guy, which he is. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. That's just mainly why I want Jameson Williams at 13, or if we're to trade back or something like that. Let me know any guys y'all would like at 13, whether it's a receiver, a cornerback like maybe Derek Stingley Jr., maybe a guy like Devin Lloyd. Maybe I want to boost up the offensive line with Zion Johnson, or of course Tyler Linderbaum, someone like that. Let me know what y'all guys want at number 13 down below in the comments. Let me know what y'all guys think about Jameson Williams, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 3K or at least get close to 3K before week 1 of the 2022 NFL season. We're still a large path away from that. But if y'all could please help us at 3K. And I hope you guys have a good day. It's been Clutch City Entertainment out. Peace.